Sager Steam Cleaner, Grand Rapids, Minnesota. We have a 2-vanner going here today. Large enough house on an empty. Could have done a little quicker. Some people have been asking me about using a CRB machine on some carpets with the right brushes and avoid some tip bloom and etc. And a lot of cases we'll get out our Rotovac 360 XLs. We used to use our X20s. We're on the 360 XLs. Those of you wondering, this is the Superscreen by Seal-A-Door. Sorry, not out to shill, but those of you wondering how easy it is to get in and out and set back up, there it is, one-handed. So just telling you what we've got there. But show you a little bit of this carpet. Normally on one of these, I would be rotovacking it, get the agitation, get everything. But it's a pretty awful install, it's a bad install. Show you a little bit what we're dealing with on the upper level. The upper level isn't as bad as the lower level, but maybe you can see in this closet, video maybe doesn't do it justice, but there's quite a bit of wrinkles and just pretty bad shape. So still going to agitate the CRB. So I didn't pre-spray or anything. I wanted to show you this, kind of the condition it's in before I started CRBing and see a difference. Got the other van set up there. Aaron's down there. We have not pre-sprayed and CRB'd those stairs yet either. So, but anyway, I'll be with you in a couple minutes as soon as I get pre-sprayed. Okay, back with you here, and this is the little 10-inch CRB. The reason we use that is because we do carry so much stuff in our vans, our butlers. So I'm now just going to get set here, and there's even wrinkles by this area. Again, it's just a bad in stretch to make this thing work. Honestly, if some of you don't know, the trigger is just there on this unit. So pull the handle back and it starts working now. So I'm going to go hit some of this traffic area up here a little bit early, get some more cord off of here, so that you can see what it can do to kind of raise up some of these areas. Here comes a little stain of some nature here. It's pre-sprayed now. And we use our Harvard special blend we use. And again, you know, whatever I'm using, people ask. So I'm just telling you. And you've got something that works great, wonderful, use it. Support your local distributors. That's what I say. People ask me what I'm using, so I'm just telling you. So you can CRB and wand. Now, some of these spots that are here too need a little bit more attention, and they start to disappear. Standard white brushes come with these units, which are nice because you avoid some of the problems with CRBing, that you can get tip blooming on the top of the tips. Well, honestly, this carpet's already got some going too before we even started here. So it's just agitating, pulling up the nap, making the pre-spray more active. Any other soils, there were dogs in here, we pre-vacuumed and hauled out a couple canisters. So just doing this, and I will cover all the areas with this just to get this. Now you can also use a 175, you know, like you're doing for wax stripping, and put a shampoo brush on it. That's another method. Also, if I dug out my Rotovac 360 XL, I could do that when I hear they're making a shampoo brush for it. This is the summer of 2015 I'm making this video. So as I'm doing this, I'm just hitting these traffic areas, and well, all of it gets up pretty nice and close. So, a little red there. That could be actually from the paint that's on the walls. I suspect that, versus a red heat transfer. So, it is pulling the pile and the nap up. I have to stop here and give myself a little more cord. And so here we go. So we're just pulling it out really nice. If you have areas that need a little more time on it, spend a little more time. You can also, in areas, go different directions and you get more grain of the carpet fiber. Nice to get in these areas. If you go over tile and grout, you're not going to worry about hooking or destroying it. So you can either wand it out. Again, some red there. I'm pretty sure it was the red paint, but if I got to do a heat transfer, I might make another video yet today. I know Mason asked. Just lifts it up the pile. Now, you know, 17-inch, 20-inch CRBs, you can do that. I choose the smaller one just a lot because of room availability in our vans. So, let's hit pause here a second. Well, let's just take a look here. I'll try to get a video of what we've got here so far. So, you're going to still see soils and stuff. And I'm going to zipper this out because we have the zipper and it's going to dry it faster for us. So in this area, but let me hit pause and unplug that, and we'll go to that closet that was looking really ugly. Now on this one, in this closet area, it's really loose. I mean, it's like 2 to 3 inches bad in areas. So you know, it's only so much you can do to raise the dead. Who knows how this is going to turn out. I've already pre-vacuumed, like I said, everything, and edged it out, everything. Tooled, edged it out, and vacuumed, pre-vacuumed, and pre-edged. So at least with the CRB, it'll help get some of this out. Yeah, and I know some of you are saying, well, tip blooming in here. That was here before I got here, just so you know. This isn't a high quality carpet. And like I mentioned, it isn't a really good install of any nature. I would otherwise Rotovac it. 360 XL if you missed is what I have. Got one on each one of those vans. So I would finish all of this out. Just like to get the pre-spray a little more active, a little quicker, like we all do when we're doing our jobs. This one here, I can maybe benefit a little side to side. You know, spend a little time on here. She's pretty warm. So, there's some of it that we got there. I'll hit pause and I'll do some rinsing, like I say, when I get set up on that. So, you can see the path, but it's a little bit better. I don't know if the lighting's allowing you to see everything, but it's already the activation of the pre-spray is better. So pause again. All right, I'm hooked up, ready to roll. I'm gonna use the 15-inch zipper again. You guys could want it. And again, I'm not here to shill, I'm just here to show you what I'm doing. I don't care what you use to clean with. As long as you're happy, your clients are happy. I mean, this is what I prefer to use. I love it. This is my deal. So, just showing you some of the extraction. This out here is a nylon frisee. Quite a bit of wear going here. But that's just after we CRB'd. Do an extraction. Again, why do I prefer the zipper? Because I clean both directions at the same time, but it also dries faster. I just haven't found anything in our hookups that will. And so, just why I use it. So now I'm doing 2 wet passes. Probably going to go over this a little more, just so it was a pretty heavy soiled area. Ron Werner, I hope I'm doing this right, buddy. So, anyway, and I am going to dry pass this. So, dry passing. And I'm watching that sight tube down there. So any of you still with me, that's awesome. Now, just for time's sake, I wouldn't do it this way, but I'm going to go over here and where that stain was, I'm going to rinse just out of this area here. So anyway, I don't know how your video is looking out there, but over the screen here I'm trying to watch, it looks fairly decent. Let me just take this path while I still got you with me. So, one hand in it. Down, path, I'm just going to go down the middle here. I'll trim it out with both hands in a little bit here. Just to give you an idea how it can be for a difference. And I won't complete that stroke just for hose management and time. Again, I'll do a little extra, just because it is pretty heavily soiled in there. So I'm going to dry pass that for now. And I know all of you are curious, maybe you are, about that closet down there. Give me a few minutes to pull the hose and get set up to that.